What's going on, guys? It's Luke from the Livecast, and of course, I'm joined with my fabulous host or co-host.
Extendo, what we saying?
Not much, bro. I mean, I just want to put this out there for this episode. Me and Casper haven't, and my dog is crying. Me and Casper haven't actually been on a call for like 2 weeks, I think. Like the most
Bro, it's
recent
been
podcast was the
busy.
last time we talked, like talk without it being on text. Every day
Yeah,
we talk on text, like just not on some. Oh, I have to talk to him. Like we just literally talk every day because that's just like
yeah. We
what who
talk
we
about
are.
like we talk like we don't. We all like, what were you up to? Like, what you saying?
I
Like,
can never
oh,
do
you
that.
good?
I can never
That's
do that
wrong.
to my boys. Like,
Forcing convos wrong.
yeah, it's just
If you
long.
got if you got nothing to talk about, then just move.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
have something to talk about, then do it.
Yeah, people that is there's people that talk and there's people that say, and I want people that
Ah,
say.
yes, yes.
You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
Say something
That's
that's like of value or something
that's good.
that's just gonna like enlighten. You know what I mean? Like anyway. So one like the big things right now, and
Probably
you won't
the
miss
biggest
it.
thing
Yeah,
in
the
the world.
biggest thing right now is Brexit. No, I'm joking. Coronavirus. Coronavirus right now is literally it is taking the world by storm, both in terms of the people and the media. And I mean, literally, Casper, I believe that you're working from home in terms of uni, and I'm working from
Mate,
home in
yeah.
terms of my actual apprenticeship and job. So times are good in my opinion. Times is great.
Funny, funny little story, little
Yeah, sure.
anecdote from today. Um, So they've closed all my uni's like face-to-face activity.
Yeah,
Basically, I'm not allowed to go to any lectures or anything like that.
yeah,
It's to prevent like the measure just long in it. So basically, what so we had like a lecture last week and like we really didn't understand what we're meant to be doing.
yeah.
You got assigned a random partner from our course. Like I got this girl, yeah. I messaged her today. I was like, what the fuck? So I have no idea. We'll know properly after tomorrow's quote unquote lecture. But Um, no, it was a shambles. The woman explained it so poorly. Me and this girl were like, "What the fuck is going on?" She's gone home because of this coronavirus thing. So I can't even link up with her.
Wait,
It's
she's
just
gone
not.
home
It
because of
doesn't.
coronavirus.
Yeah, like people are fucking dipping home in it. Like if you're gonna be quarantined, you don't really want to be quarantined by
Oh
yourself
no, it's true.
in uni dorm. Which I kind of do understand, but at the same time, it's like I'm more likely to get fucked in London. But anyway,
Yeah,
so today we had this meeting with our tutor. We have like tutors, and it's like the same as like a tutor. It's like you get put into like a small group and you have this person that like oversees you for the next 2 years of your education.
okay.
And it's like a person you can talk to and you have tutor meetings every week and like technically now. And
Yeah,
it's like you just talk about like life and like they do work and they teach you how to do it. It's like tutorials and shit. That's what they call it, tutorials. And we asked like, this was before the coronavirus thing came out, like the email. This was on
mm,
Thursday. The coronavirus thing for us started on Friday, like the shutdown. And she was like, yeah, it's fine, like stuff like that. It's like cool. So then the coronavirus thing came, and she's like, "Oh, due to protocols, like we can't meet, so we could do a Google Hangout call." So I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And then she set it for 11 o'clock today. So I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I'll be done with that, and I can go get my haircut, which I had a point like an appointment for 12:15, right? And she then yesterday changed it to she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to move it an hour in front." So then the meeting was at 12, but I have my haircut appointment at 12:15. So what did I do? I went to get my haircut.
good.
So
They
yeah,
can't reschedule like that. Just not
so that's what I'm saying
my
about this
opinion.
online thing. They're making us do this like online join. From what I'm understanding, they're gonna want us to like go onto some online thing, and it's
Yeah,
like we're gonna have to like log into it and shit like that, and it's like it might be like live lectures, and I'm just like,
yeah.
that's
There's
long,
a lot of like not problems, but there's so many things that need to be
complicated.
ironed out before it's like really effective, to be honest. So
Yeah,
also just to note, in 15 minutes my lunch will be done, so I'll probably have to go for like 3 minutes to sort it out. So you have to carry the life cost, but yeah.
it's just, or you can just edit it out. Power of editing.
Nah, you can fill in.
Yes, I'm going to waffle for 3 minutes to myself, like I've done before.
Yeah, you've done that before. But like I feel with this whole working from home thing, it's actually just gonna make things a bit more productive for me. Like I've not told you this, but I already made a video today about the life costs,
Mhm.
or like like the TLC with TLC. So I've literally done
Mhm.
an additional video just from being at work, and recently we just had no time of day to actually record.
Nah, there
Like
should
the
be no
past week and a
time.
bit, it's just
Not
been
at all.
hectic. So
No.
it's nice to actually be able to do something.
It's nice to be able to finally sit down and just do something you want to.
Yeah, I've missed.
Because I've just had a long couple weeks. I've been all around the place. Like some good times, some not very good times. Just
Oh,
just long in life out. But we got through it.
you know
We're here
what?
now.
It's a very tough time in life right now, especially
It,
for like people that are working and well, just people in general. Like everyone is, we're all going through a very hard time.
yeah, but and also it doesn't help that all these men are like fucking stressing and like fucking. I want to go to like I like my rice and pasta. That's pretty much what I eat. Pasta with chicken and two things that I eat at university. Yeah.
Banging food.
Blood, I can't get pasta or rice because everyone's buying 10 fucking million kilograms each. Cuz
I don't get
I
it.
want to buy a bag of pasta. Let me buy a bag of pasta. I cannot buy a bag of pasta. I have to go on Amazon and order it for like fucking 20 million pounds. Fuck you, bro. And toilet paper as well, bro. Get on the baby wipe grind. That's all I'm saying, bro. Baby wipes are the way. I've been spreading
Exactly.
this message my whole life. Like
Only
if you're
you
not
can't
using
clean it if you
baby
don't have
wipes,
babies. Baby
if
wipes.
you're doing it wrong. And that also cuts down the usage of your toilet paper. So you don't need to buy as much. I've got a 4 pack of baby wipes sitting right next to me. I'm not afraid to say that.
Damn, stacks. Soon you're gonna get people robbing you for that. They're gonna come break in.
Lol, they can suck my dick.
But you see, like it's quite weird times. This will be the kickstart of financial crisis forward slash recession. Like that
Yeah.
we are
These 1920s, 2020,
yeah
seen a pattern
we are in it right now, but it's just not there
in it
yet.
to win it.
So for
So I
anyone,
might invest in some coins.
I about to say that. So for anyone actually wants to make money, like for me, this is like a golden opportunity, and I put it on my Instagram if anyone actually follows it, just in the link in the description below. But there's this mini golden opportunity to make a lot of money back in terms of the markets like climbing back to
Yeah,
where
because
they
always when there's a dip, there always has to be like a rise again, isn't it?
yeah after
That's just how it works.
exactly
That's the market. The market has to rebound, isn't it?
yeah exactly like it's basic economics, sorry. So like
Yes, yes.
with expansion comes like depression, and after depression becomes expansion, blah blah blah, you know what I mean, like rise and fall. 1920s
Exactly.
America, and I don't think that was a global recession, but I mean nowadays the economies are so intertwined, like if one place goes everyone else will follow. So like England and America, like the stock
But
markets
America's
are
like
fucked.
there's that fucking saying in it. It's like if America sneezes, the whole globe gets a cold or something like that. Innit?
Oh, that's a good quote. That's a very
So
good one.
it's something like that. I probably butchered it, but it's like if America gets fucked, then the rest of the world is like even more fucked because like America's like one of the like I guess you could because that's quite an odd say. Like I guess like China's another one now that like we really heavily depend on.
Economic powerhouse.
There's something like there's a stat where it's like I think 9 or 10% of everything in the world currently is made in China. That's a
And
lot of fucking things.
but they're currently not producing anything that much because of the the coronavirus. But like once they get
I thought
back
they
up,
were going dime.
yeah, exactly. And I mean, we'll see if we actually do go into recession. But you know, like it's quite like it feels like it's inevitable if that makes sense right now with like the current situation. But I mean, who's to
I mean,
say?
the economy is there. No one's really allowed to work because of lockdown,
Yeah,
so there's no money being made. Like, no product is being produced because no one is paying anyone. It's
yeah.
not selling because shops aren't open. So we're kind of all just chilling and just waiting for nothing, really. We're
No,
just waiting for the
exactly.
world to go away. So I don't really know like how it's gonna work.
I don't
No,
have a clue, man.
RJ
I mean,
gone through anything like this yet. Even my parents, like our parents, haven't really. I mean, my parents are a bit different because they lived in communist Poland, so that was a bit of a different story. But you know,
yeah, that's one thing. Um, wifey's parents were saying is like they grew up with having nothing and having like they'd make like 60p a day in like in relative money, and
or
to get to and
wait,
from, yeah,
uh, Mel's half
Latvian,
Polish, half Latvian, right?
half Latvian,
Huh?
half Lithuanian, yeah.
I thought she had some Polish in her. I don't know why. Yeah, that was part of the Soviet bloc back in the day as well, innit?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's
Yeah,
next to
so
Belarus and like them
so
countries
her
there.
family will definitely know the same. Like the stories that I heard from communism, like the thing about communism was like it was like because it was like communism kind of works in China right now, but that's because they took out. Well, they didn't really. They've kind of like put aside the totalitarian part of it.
Yeah,
Like there's still like an iron fist ruling the country, but it's not that deep. But the communist like thing actually worked to the point where it was funny because like my dad was explaining to me, it's like you're not allowed to have like because it's communism, so everyone owns everything. So
mm,
it's like you're not allowed to be richer than someone else. Even if you have money, you're not allowed to spend that money because you have like these tokens to spend it on. Everyone gets the same house, like everyone gets the same like furniture inside it.
yeah.
It's like of living, but if put in right. But it's like some of the stories that I heard, it's like my parents used to tell me like my dad to get like bread sometimes would have to wait like fucking 6 hours in line.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like my dad used to tell me that for Christmas, like when he like
Yeah.
those these big lines, they would take like these tourist chairs and these tourist like this table, and they used to just play cards in the line.
Oh shit.
So yeah, it was crazy.
That's
So that kind of stuff is like so like the stories. So like my parents and like probably Mel's parents went through like a very similar thing to that, but like we haven't experienced anything like that.
nah.
It's like
Thank God.
the earliest thing we don't even remember this is like 9/11, but we can't remember it because we were too young.
Yeah, it's like the people that say
Like,
though,
and that
and
doesn't really even affect us like that much because of doesn't really affect us that much because it's America. So this is like a first real test for our generation. The what are we Gen or
I
some
believe
bullshit?
we're Gen Z, right? I
I
don't think.
don't know what it means.
I'm
I
having
don't
a look right
understand.
now. Jamie, pull it up. I am Jamie.
I don't even really understand what it means, but
Okay, so Gen Z is a demographic succeeding millennials and preceding Generation Alpha. So researchers and popular media used the mid to late 90s as starting birth years and the early 2010s as the ending birth years. So we're Gen Z.
so we are Gen Zs. So what's everyone past 2010 called?
The snowflakes. I don't know actually.
Snowflakes, yeah, I agree. Nah, they're too young to be snowflakes, bro.
Yeah.
10-year-olds don't really give a fuck.
Um,
Someone born in 2010 is going to be 10 this year. Do you know that? That's kind of mad.
I mean, I was 9 in 2010. That's quite mad as well. Gee, that's,
Yeah,
but
big man. Kind of mad.
but yeah. I just pulled up the coronavirus pandemic YouTube video, like the live thing. There's like a live stream of just how
Yeah, yeah.
the current cases are going and whatever. Currently, I believe we're like 10th or whatever in terms of cases. Like, let me go 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, but this
5,
country's
6,
doing
7,
fuck
8,
all to do anything about it.
11 or so. Yeah, so we're doing fuck all. I mean, we have
We're fucking singing happy birthday.
exactly. We have 55 deaths so far, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna rise
Yeah,
exponentially in the next 2 weeks,
it will.
100%. It'll be triple
Apparently it's
digits easy.
apparently it's only meant to peak in fucking May as well. That's mad.
Yeah, it's fucked. Like we have 55 deaths. That's more than Netherlands, Switzerland, Germany, and they're above us in terms of cases. So, I mean,
So we
if
just
you're,
don't give a fuck.
yeah, exactly. If you're looking at the relativity of cases to deaths, we are way, way worse off in terms
Yeah,
of
we have
right
a
now.
higher mortality rate.
And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing about it? Nothing. Absolutely fuck all.
Washing our hands
We're washing our
and
hands,
buying all the toilet paper.
and everyone's going to work. Well, not everyone, but quite a lot of people are going to work. And I mean,
I mean, in like LA and shit,
yeah,
I think in LA they've closed every like unnecessary establishment to
yeah.
life. So they've closed cinemas, gyms, shopping centers, and stuff like that. The only thing that's open for people in LA is like grocery stores because like you can't really cut off people with food supply.
Yeah, they need to find a way of like automating food now, like quickly. They're gonna have to like people are gonna get really rich from right now of like finding solutions.
Bro,
Excuse me?
farmers are laughing.
Yeah, their demand is like crazy high. I mean, right
It
now
already is crazy
there's
hot, but we're in the middle of a pandemic. Everyone's fucking like, no, we're gonna have to stay inside. So fucking everyone's buying 20 kilograms of pasta, bro. Who you feeding, bro? A whole fucking African village.
oh God. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like it doesn't make sense. Why? I mean, it makes sense to buy pasta and rice because it's long-lasting food. Like you
No, it
can,
makes sense, but not so much that to the point where like,
your grandchildren are gonna have some.
but exactly. It's like if I want pasta, like what am I meant to eat? Like today, I want to make some food, and I know there's more to life than just pasta and rice, but that's just like a basis of food. You can make
Yes,
anything out of pasta and
exactly.
rice. If I can't buy it, then what? Okay, cool. I'm gonna go buy some, I don't know, chicken and have it with what? Fucking. What am I meant to have it with? Fries. Okay, say no more. Calm.
Yeah,
Even fries are soon gonna be fucking cluttered, so.
that's what I'm like. The
Sort it up.
it's all going tits up. Like the money right now, the money you have right now, is gonna have to last you a very long time. It depending on you know
Fucking
if you have a
student
job or
finance
not.
better. Bro, student finance better still come through. I don't give a fuck about the coronavirus.
I mean, we are looks like we're fucked. Like there's a map I'm looking at right now. Like 80% of it is red. Like what the
Of what?
fuck?
Of the country or of the world?
The world. Let me send it to you right now.
Are there any cases in Africa?
Yeah, look at the map. If it has, there's there's a lot of cases in Africa in terms of like the countries, but I mean it's a lot less than everywhere else. Like there's more white in Africa than the rest of the world. It's mad.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
if you look at that link I sent you, it's quite.
Yeah, I'm opening it now.
So for people who are watching this at home, I hope you guys are all staying safe. Don't go out. Like don't take any unnecessary like travel. Like you have a PlayStation, you have access to clean running water, you have food. I assume like your mum dad must have food like
Yeah.
stocked up from Sainsbury's, whatever. You know what I mean? It you just gotta be smart. Play some COD, play some Fortnite, whatever. Record some videos. That's what we're doing. I'm on my lunch break theoretically for work, and I'm recording a podcast because I feel like me and Casper are gonna have a lot of free time that aligns now for like the next two
Hmm.
weeks minimum. We can pump out so much content, or we can make a lot of content, but we don't have to upload it every single day. We can just keep consistent. And I mean, we are consistent like once a week, and this would be a new video for us. So yeah,
Yep, yep.
it's looking quite mad. And just a point to note for Casper is like I might move in with Mel for like these 2 weeks.
Jeez,
So
man's gonna quarantine.
yeah, so I may bring in my PC and everything. So it's gonna take a while to do, but I might just bring all my shit over to her house and be like, let me just set up like a little base, and then I literally wake up at 8:30 and start work, and then finish at 5 and go gym, and then make videos. Sorted. So yeah,
Sorted.
I
Love that.
mean, I mean, I'm quite looking forward to it. Not saying loads of people are gonna die. Like obviously, you know what I mean. Like I'm gonna be able to do what I've always wanted to do, which is have so much more free time during the day. Because when you're working, yeah, you don't have you can't do fuck all. I'm just saying that.
What's mad is China. Looking at this video,
Yeah.
like China obviously has the most because that's where it all started and it's the
Can I
biggest
just say
place.
my food's done? So
Okay, yeah.
I'll
Well, I'll
join.
just
I'll
talk
join you
about
in a
this
sec.
waffle. Um, what I was about to say to Luke is there's 80 currently. Oh, just as we're speaking, 35 new cases of coronavirus. Love to see it. So what I was saying is China has 80,881 cases of coronavirus, 3,226 deaths, which is quite a lot. Like if I do the maths on that, that's 80,881 divided by 3,226. That's wrong. Oh shit. I cannot do maths. 3,226 over 80,800. Yeah, that's more like it. So they have over 80,881. So they have a times 100. They have a 3.9% like mortality rate, which is very high. But at the same time, they've also got 68,700 people recovered already, which, like, quick maths leaves out around 11, just about around, let's say 12,000, right? People. And then out of that, the 3,000 people have died of the 12,000. So 9,000. So there's currently 9,000 out of 80,000 cases of people with coronavirus in China that haven't been infected, which is kind of mad because like they've got quite a good recovery rate, which is like making me hopeful because fucking hell, hopefully, right. But we should be fine. I'm looking at some of these countries. Rwanda has 7 cases. French Guinea has 11. Lithuania 21. I'm looking at Senegal 27. But yeah, the main one, Spain, has a fuck ton.
I'm back.
I didn't even clock. They've already got 11k people, like 11k cases.
Where? In Spain.
Spain.
I know they got a fuck. So I don't know what you were talking about, but one person that not from work, but person that we just contract, like basically a contractor for what like our field of work. They were like,
Yeah.
it's like a bit of an inside scope. I'm not gonna lie. They were like, things are really fucked over here in Spain and in Madrid. They were talking about like locking the whole city down and whatever, and they did. But this person was like, oh, we're going to be fleeing, well, not fleeing, but like driving back to England from Spain to
Yeah.
escape being locked down because everyone in Spain cannot leave now. Like you have to stay.
Yeah. I know. And one of my flatmates mates were on holiday in
Mm.
Spain
Oh shit.
and they've been locked down in a fucking villa.
Oh, not bad.
So I mean, there's worse places to be locked down, like let's be honest.
Could be
Like I'd
worse.
rather be locked down in sunny Spain in a villa than fucking rainy
Do you know
Portsmouth.
what I'm hoping?
What?
My holiday still goes ahead, then we get banned. Like we don't like get allowed to leave.
I don't know, bro. It's wishful thinking. I can't lie.
It is very wishful.
I don't know if you're gonna be allowed to go.
Me
I'm
neither.
not
I
even
mean,
gonna lie to you right now.
so far, most likely no. But Ryanair hasn't cancelled it officially.
It's not right now that you should be fucking booked about. It's the people you booked your hotel with. They might not. They might just be like, no, we're not taking anyone.
Oh, I don't know. Shit.
Well, let's hope. Like my mate from uni, I met one of his mates, and he's not at uni. He was working, and him and his mates, they all like made money to go traveling,
Mm.
and they all like planned this trip for like a year. Bought all the tickets for like the planes and stuff. Bought all the shit they needed for like traveling and shit. They all saved, and now they can't go.
Do they get the money back or how does it work?
No, they don't get the money back.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, they wasted quite a bit of money. It's really big because it's like they're all gassed going just can't enough.
You know what's mad? The insurance
Well,
companies changed their policies after 13th of March, which was anyone who's taken out insurance for their holidays will no longer get compensation or like full refunds.
that's mad. What the fuck's the point of having fucking
It's because they would have to
insurance
pay out
then?
so much money to people because the cost of insurance isn't as much as compared to the holiday itself. So luckily we got travel insurance when we got the holiday, so we didn't need
Oh,
it
so
to.
you guys might get money back.
We should be able to get all our money back, and then we'll be able to use that holiday money
Hopefully.
and go. Yeah, hopefully. Like we booked a holiday in bloody January, so should be
Yeah,
okay.
no one could have known.
Because like back then, it's like my parents always like just get travel insurance just in case anything happens, and obviously like with Corona, no one really knew where it was going, so
Yeah.
it's quite
For
quite
for a
lucky.
long time it was like haha China like
Mm.
bad.
But yeah, it's quite fucked.
What do you think about our lovely Prime Minister Boris Johnson?
um, a bit of a dickhead, isn't he, for doing what he's been doing?
I think that's to put it lightly.
You know what? I see it from both angles right now. I mean, one, saying,
Enlighten me.
okay, so I'll say it from the people's side and, like just from media. One,
Hmm.
of course, like saying that your loved ones will die and shit's gonna happen is absolutely disgusting because he himself could fall victim and I don't know if his parents are still alive or any of his like loved ones, they're all susceptible to it as well. We all are. Like that is what it is. So to say that your loved ones are gonna die and we should just wash our hands and business as usual, it's
Yeah,
quite ridiculous.
that's shocking.
What do you feel? How do you feel about that? Like all that current status and
I
in
think
England.
what you said, like you being a dickhead,
Mm,
he's not really doing anything to prevent it. I
mm-mm.
think schools should be closed. I don't understand how schools haven't been closed yet.
Schools are high risk.
Like
Do you not see our school? How dirty that shit was at times. Madness. Absolutely
even
mad.
just like even just like the fact that they're closing all events with like 500 plus people, but every school has like 1,000 kids and they're not fucking. That's the easiest way to spread the fucking virus. But nah, it- he said scientific evidence shows that it would fucking do more harm. Shut the fuck up, man. What scientific fucking bro? No, whatever.
I know how you feel, man.
He's put in this country. He's done it himself, so I don't want to hear it if people are complaining. Oh, why is our country doing so shit? The fucking prime minister, innit?
I fully agree. I mean, we both sound very similar in like political skill, but there's a difference between being political and like having your beliefs and
Yeah,
having
yeah,
opinions
there's a
and like
difference.
the thoughts of the whole country to move forward as a nation rather than stupid.
So it doesn't matter if you're fucking left wing, right wing, doesn't matter.
Mm-mm.
But even if you're left wing, you hate Boris Johnson either way. If you might like him on some of his things, but like any human in the world should look at fucking Boris Johnson right now and be like, "What the fuck are you doing, mate?" No matter what political standpoint you're from, you look at him and like, mate, you're genuinely fucking slamming this country into the ground because of what? What are you scared of, lad?
fully fully
Well,
agree
they've
with you, man.
postponed the Euro as well now, so summer's gonna be shit.
Yeah, no sports, no nothing.
Hopefully, we can at least go to a fucking beer garden.
I hope so. I mean, before we move on to what I was about to say about a drink up, remember that. Remember the words drink up.
Hmm.
So the other aspect of Boris's actions is the positivity in terms of the economy and making sure as a country we don't crumble and we don't produce anything or we don't actually have any like output. So
Yeah.
by keeping everyone in work or working, I know like people are working from home now, but we're still being productive and like money's coming through for businesses, and then tax gets paid off by the business and then by us obviously as the workers. Like that's a very good thing, like by keeping everyone working. But
Mhm.
it's just like at some point we will have to all stop working or just like go into quarantine status, and that's inevitable itself really. So I think Boris is just waiting for that like time of like the spread of the virus so that eventually we're not cutting off the economy too early. But that's
Mhm.
just like a different way of thinking about it.
Let me just add something really quickly.
Hmm.
I've still got this uh fucking stream on. Germany just had 600 new cases.
I saw that.
600 at once. Here you go. Oh, Spain just had an. Spain's on 500 now. Nice round number.
Absolutely mad.
It's all moving a bit mad. Oh yeah, I saw this is now infected. It's like do you remember that game Plague Inc? It's like
Yeah.
coronavirus has successfully wiped the whole nation. I genuinely think we live in a pardon me. I think we live in a simulation. I think I'm woke. I genuinely think that we right now and someone's like pissing about. I there's no way the whole globe has gone into lockdown. Decided to scran about. No, I don't believe it. Like I genuinely don't believe it. I don't really like. I
It's
don't
unheard
want.
of, man. This is history. It's chalked.
This will be in history books in like 600 years. 600 in 100 years, people learning about fucking what's his name, Winston Churchill in the war. Here we're gonna be learning about Boris Johnson's failure, fucking with domestic policies, bro.
That's mad.
Fucking that's gonna be
Ma-
one of the essay questions. Fucking Boris Johnson's
Gee,
domestic
our
failures.
children are going to be doing that if we're still in England or alive.
Yeah, fucking Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson's domestic failures, bro. Write a 30-mark essay on it, bro.
Fucking hell. That's
What was the
actually a
biggest
question.
downfall? What was the biggest downfall to the economy of the United Kingdom in the early 2020s?
Fucking hell. That's a question.
Cheeky dirty marker.
I'm going to check that when I'm older because it's true. It's going to happen. Like, we are done. That is it. We are done.
Fucking one of the subpoints, coronavirus. Fuck. I could write a good, bro. If my child comes to me to help him write an essay about coronavirus, oh, trust me, I'll just give him this
Hmm.
YouTube video. It's like, here you go.
I'm like,
There's some
I'm going to
stats and
back it.
figures in there.
Bit of analysis. Gee, it's all chalked, man. It's all
Everything.
chalked.
It's just mad seeing history write itself.
It's, I think no one actually sees that besides people that have studied history or interested by history. You know what I mean?
It's just trends and patterns repeat.
Exactly. Just like
No
all.
matter how civilized. But what is pissing me off with this virus is like it's a bit what, like obviously yeah, people dying from it, but people die from diseases anyway. Like
Mm,
anyone susceptible to that kind of stuff dies because of like even the normal just flu or the common flu. People die of the common flu, but that no one in the news goes, "Oh yeah, this year died of the common flu."
that's one thing
It's
that's pissed
because
me off as well.
it's just people susceptible to
It is a lot of
like
the media manipulation
just
as
like
well.
older people and people with like respiratory issues and stuff.
Yeah,
They're like really susceptible to it. But like I hope, but we genuinely should be fine.
yeah, it will be.
So we shouldn't really like deep it that hard. But people are acting like it's the fucking bubonic plague.
Well, at some point we will be able to compare it to something once it's all a bit more like contained. But you know what pisses me off is that people act like it's some mad thing that's just gonna come around and find you, and it's just gonna take your children, and then it's gonna implant the virus in you. You know what I mean? Like people are just acting so dumb with it.
It's crazy. Like the media manipulation's great, bruv. Like I retweet this thing, yeah. Um, I retweeted this thing. I don't know if you saw it,
I'll have a
but
look. But yeah.
it was like a headline from BBC or Sky News or something like that. Let me try and find the tweet. Yeah, so it's a tweet from Sky News breaking, right? And it was PA has reported that a London Underground driver has tested positive for coronavirus, right?
Mm.
And so you read that and you're like, ah shit, like I'm not gonna go on the underground. And then someone retweeted it, then saying, why are you not adding that he has been self isolating and not in any public facing job since returning from Vietnam?
Mm.
So he's like, so the media's like manipulating their words. They're like, oh yeah, like this guy is affected, so we're not gonna give you any like other news. So here you go. Don't go on the underground. But in truth, yes, this person has tested positive, but they weren't working, so they're not making anyone else endangered to it. So it's like we're not spreading fake news, but we're spreading altered news. It's like I
Yeah, but
understand I understand a headline is meant to be a headline, right? Like it's meant to be snapping, like, but at least fucking like mention like in an article or something. Like, don't let people just believe random shit. Because if I read PA has reported that London Underground driver has tested positive for coronavirus, I'm like, well, I'm not getting on the ground because this coronavirus all over the gap. But in truth, the guy hasn't worked. So like what?
that's true. I was just listening to it. And I'm just like, this is how people on Facebook, old like people that are older than us, like 20s
Yeah,
plus, 30s, whatever, they read it, but they don't actually investigate or research. They just say, oh, like this is this is real, this is true, but they have no way of like backing it or testing it. And there's just something that you were told as a kid. Don't believe everything that's told to you because half the time
especially
it's
on
all a
the
load of
internet.
shit, especially the internet as well.
We live in a time where news can be spread very quickly, but also can be spread really like false information could be spread as like ASAP.
Yeah,
Like it's just like
equally.
the whole it's like the whole Kobe thing.
Mm,
Like we knew about Kobe's death because of TMZ before his own wife even knew about it.
yeah, that's
That's crazy. That's nutty.
partly I'd be heartbroken. I mean, like forever, obviously, you're heartbroken, but like even more pissed that I didn't find out by myself or for someone, you know, like actually telling me.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just the world's a fucked place, man. That's just how it is. We are all
yeah, fuck.
fucked.
Well, they've stopped. You know how you're saying your Ryanair flight? Yeah, they've just stopped flights for the next 30 days in and out. So everyone, the whole
Shit.
country just went fuck you.
Fuck. No holiday.
When were you meant to be going? Beginning of April or not?
Yeah, a week, 2 weeks today actually.
What, 31st?
Well, I mean, it's very early on the first.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, nah, it might be looking curtains for you. I can't even lie right now.
I'm looking right now. I mean, so far, I don't know. My girlfriend will tell me, like the wifey will tell me if it's done and dusted. Man, fuck's sake. Like, if I was to go back to my hometown in Spain, it's £49 for a flight. Normally it's like 300 quid, 250.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
absolutely crazy. I mean, at this point, I might as well cancel my annual leave and go on a piss up, which is my next topic, if you want to move on from
Piss
Corona.
up!
So, obviously, my birthday is in April, and my idea was to get pissed and drink and party in the Canary Islands with the wife, and obviously that's just not gonna happen. So even this is already gonna be my plan, like for after I came back from holiday, which was have like a full-on pub crawl with the boys, like get a big group of people and go for a pub crawl. And I see Casper's muted his mic, so I'll continue going. But
It's because I'm eating. I don't wanna.
so I was having the idea of like having a pub crawl, like from
Yeah.
Hammersmith and go like towards Richmond or whatever. It'd be a long one. That's a lot of pubs to to go through and
That's a
invade.
that's a long walk from.
It's a very long walk. But like if people are down for it, I know someone that's really like planned it out for us, so it would be an absolute messy one. So obviously, Casper,
I
you're
need the messy
invited
one.
if you're in London.
I will be indeed.
There we go, sorted, chalked.
Lovely stuff. This one's gonna be for the history books.
Exactly. Like I'm thinking about you, Casa, Theo. Obviously, Theo can't come.
Yeah.
Casa, if you can. Then it'd be me, wife, Josh Bavin, Josh Hudnock, Glenn A, some people from work, possibly like some some like girls for like the guy, like some like of Mel's friends, and you know what I mean. Like just have like a big group of fuckers, and then
Jeez.
again, obviously it'd be bare sick if we could do that or a house party at her house again, but I doubt it because she's got
Um.
housework going on soon at some point. But I
What I'm
mean,
gonna say is I'm working on it, but I might be bringing a plus one. But I'm working
okay,
on it. I'm working on it. That's all I'm gonna say.
keep it going, boy.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna have to tell you some details on the off the recording. I don't know if I
All
can
right,
expose.
I
I
see
don't know
how
if I can
you,
expose anything to the internet for now.
I see what you're on. But yeah, I mean, as we have this a lot of time in terms of working from home, making podcasts and videos is so much easier, and there's a high likelihood that we will just make a lot of videos in terms of different content and bit of variety. Bring back some meme comps, do some
Jeez, memes.
games or whatever. Like later, me and Casper are gonna probably play CS, or if we have the time, play some games, or like a game of Fortnite. Like I've been getting into Fortnite again, and I'm getting quite good at it now. Like
You need to get on Warzone. That's what you need to do.
I know I would be sick. I
'Cause
can't bother to set up my PS4 again. But
easy.
wow, a video just came recommended. Why do bats carry so many diseases? And then it's from 5 years ago, and then they must have edited the title for like coronavirus.
Yeah, here we go, boys.
That's
Back in the
bloody mad.
recommended for the boys.
2014.
I mean, there was that thing that was surfacing on Twitter, like people were retweeting, like a tweet from BBC was that in 2013 was that new virus called coronavirus found, but is deemed a not like a safety issue or something like that. And I was like,
Oh,
this is bad. They tweeted about this almost like over 7 years ago, and
crazy.
said that it's not going to be like dangerous to us. Yet here we are.
Here we are. We're. Oh God. I mean, what? There's nothing we can do. You know what I mean?
Just got to say it out.
Yeah, exactly. Just gotta keep going forward, and I mean, there's nothing that's gonna really
There's
stop
nothing
us
we can
from
do.
doing what we want to
There's
do.
nothing
Like,
we can do unless you're gonna find a fucking cure, but I doubt it. So yeah.
exactly. And I think this is a good place to really end the video. You know, like we could just have loads of more videos to roll out.
I agree.
So,
Right.
without further ado, Casper can lead us out to hit his ding dong for the notification bell.
Yes, yes. Do indeed hit my ding dong in this hard time. It is self isolation season, no coughing season, self isolation season. It is so gonna be really lonely. So hit my ding dong, please. Um, make sure you guys are subscribed. Like the video, comment your thoughts on coronavirus. One like equals one fuck you to coronavirus. If we could get 2 likes, then we could put 2 middle fingers up to coronavirus. And
Oi.
without further ado, thank you for subscribing that. And yeah, we'll be seeing you lot soon. Hopefully, we all don't die from corona.